Part 2. Silver Snow. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Resistance Army, in desperate need of troops, seeks help from Judith, head of House Daphnel, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
Ah, it is you.
We were just talking about Rhea.
We have searched for 5 long years, but have not found a trace of her. It is possible that she is sleeping somewhere, just as you were sleeping all those years.
Do you think so? I truly hope that is the case.
We have moved against the Empire with the intent of defeating them, but have not given up hope of recovering Rhea. If she is alive, we will find her. Rhea is like family to us, and to you as well. Please, lend me your strength. The messenger we sent to Daphnel returned with a reply. Please, read it at once.
I understand your situation. I will help you with whatever strength I have to spare. But there is a problem. Openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aiellel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From there, it should be safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Aiellel is a deep valley located on the border of the Kingdom and the Alliance. People stay far away. There, we can meet without anyone finding out. It is decided. Make plans to meet up with our reinforcements at once.
Aiellel, the Valley of Torment.
Wow! Thanks for inviting me. Whoa! You got my favorite tea! Oh, wow, thanks! This is lovely. Yep. Huh? Wow! Yep. Wow! No matter what happens in this crazy world, I know I'll be safe if I stay by your side. Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flane. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhart. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Setheline. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Cethlene's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Cethlene's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Cethlene, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Cethlene is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Cethlene.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Cethlene. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
This one ought to do.
What are you doing, Cyril?
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by yourself. Let me help.
No, I got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser. I know best.
Lysithea, you seem a bit shaky. You okay?
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah! Well, that wasn't much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes. It's hard work if you're not used to it.
I feel foolish.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown, too.
In that case, let me help you carry the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
You can't be serious.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
It was so sunny this morning, but now it's absolutely pouring.
Did you hear the thunder just now? Good thing we got all the clothes indoors before the skies opened up. I apologize for troubling you with this task.
Don't worry about it. I was just passing by and thought I could help. I know how frustrating it is to have your newly dried clothes soaked by rain.
Oh.
What's wrong? We managed to keep all of the clothes dry, didn't we?
It's just odd. Every time it's my turn to wash the clothing, there's a sudden downpour. Surely it must just be an inconvenient coincidence. But I can't help feeling as though I'm somehow to blame for it.
Ah, I see. That probably is your fault.
Wow, you're even harsher than I am.
You have a crest of Karen, don't you?
I do, yes, but... Hold on a moment. How did you know that?
I can just tell. I have a crest of Karen too, and I've noticed that whenever I need dry weather, there's rain. Don't you think it's our crusts making the rain fall upon us?
How had I never connected this? This is quite a revelation. A crest affecting the weather.
Well, I don't know how true it is. There are only the two of us, which is a pretty small sample of people.
I suppose that's true. So, we must test our hypothesis. Maybe we can find someone who tends to bring the sunshine around. That would be especially handy for helping out with the wash.
Now there's an idea.
Right. Hi there! Hello. No.
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
Simple days like today are probably the ones you'll think back on fondly, you know?
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Unfortunately, I have little time for leisure. I must finish up quickly and return to work.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Wow. This is all kinds of tasty.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef. Really, there's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor?
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Can you help me?
Aiellel, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there. Professor, have you ever been to Aiellel? If you had, you'd know. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Hi. Hey, you.
Oh, it has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Indeed, I gazed up at this same sky with Mother and Father. It does not feel so long ago at all. Wait, but how would you know, Professor?
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared. I have something to ask of you. Well done. You have my thanks.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
You look like a cat that's been sprayed with water. What? You don't think I should sing the high notes?
Professor?
Hearing that an old student has died cuts me right to the heart. As this war with the Empire continues, we'll see more of it, Professor. We have a duty to fight alongside our former students. We taught them how to fight, after all. Now, let's help them win.
Professor. I was trying to catch you off guard, but you managed to block it. Not too shabby, Professor. Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword. At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter. Let's agree it was funny and move on. Aw, poor thing. Aren't you used to getting hurt? You've been in your fair share of battles. Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time. I told you before that I was going to observe you. Since then, I've been watching you. I know what you're capable of. I took steps to make myself invisible, so I could observe you without being detected. I hardly let you out of my sight. After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first-rate. Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are. At first, I thought Gerald was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out. Unfortunately, I can't hope to emulate you, let alone wield the sword of the Creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing. I didn't say that. When we rescue Lady Rhea, I'll provide her a full report of your activities. Hopefully, then I'll be in her good graces. Oh, and don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight.
Nice job.
Really appreciate it.
Need something? This one? This one? See you again soon.
No. The Valley of Torment. Isn't that the place where it's scorching hot year-round? You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind. Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously. Oops, that was close. Almost sighed. I could use your help. No.
Why, hello there. Come back soon now.
What? I failed. I see how this works. I'll have to do better next time. What?
I didn't even know I cared this much. Would you look at that?
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
Look up. Look. Practice is paying off.
May I ask? Okay, that is a possibility.
Oh, hey. I've been meaning to speak with you. I heard that you've been telling people not to worry so much about my condition. Is that a fact? No need to be coy. Thanks for doing that. But I do have one minor concern. You said that I haven't sighed in 5 years? What the heck is that about? Everyone's calling me half-decade happy now. First of all, terrible nickname. Second of all, you weren't even here. Did you just make that up? Seriously? You think that's okay? It's so frustrating. I'm fighting the urge to sigh right now. Well, the nickname's bogus. I have absolutely sighed in the last 5 years. You wouldn't believe what a hassle it was. Monsters rampaging willy-nilly through Abyss. Thanks to some help from the people underground, no one got hurt. But it was a close call. Maybe if you had been there, it wouldn't have been so much trouble. Yes, you. You've got the Sword of the Creator. That thing can chop through monsters like nothing. Are you fishing for compliments now? Fine, you're a good leader. You watch out for all of us. Even when the rest of the world turns and hides from me, I know you've got my back. You make me feel safe. Like I can be myself. Like I don't have to worry so much about keeping my emotions in check. I felt pretty sad all that time you were gone. I could have left Garrick Mach altogether. But then I started thinking, you might still be alive after all. So I went looking for you. Back to where you'd fallen and all. Oh, forget I said anything. Look at me getting all mushy and sincere. How embarrassing. let's just go back to earlier when I was giving you a hard time. Hey, I can feel embarrassed if I want to. I can feel however I want to feel. Whoa, did I really just say that? I think that's enough vulnerability for one day. I'll see you around.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about. At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come. It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before. A new place? All on my own? You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me. You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they? Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world. No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? Oh, that's enough. I need some time alone.
With you on my side, we ought to do real good.
Any excuse to spend time with you.
Pardon me, Professor.
Can't let this power go unused.
Perseverance is the key.
Hopefully this proves useful.
Intuition's all I need. But
nothing like a moment of perfect stillness.
Why is it preferable to have stillness?
Petra? Please don't sneak up on me like that! Oh, you're here too, Professor? What's going on?
I was asking my question first. What are you enjoying about air that is still?
Still air makes me feel better, that's all. It means you're in a nice, closed-off space where you can hide.
But spaces that are wide and open are wonderful. Places like forests and oceans.
Guess we'll have to agree to disagree about that.
I am not understanding your answer, but I am appreciating your explanation. I am reminded. I was wanting to ask if you wish to be going to the forest or ocean with me.
What? What part of anything I said would make you think I wanted that? So, your grandfather is in trouble. He's trying to lend us soldiers from Bridget, but Edelgard is sending messengers there to convince Bridget she's not their enemy.
You are saying messengers, but the truth is they are a threat. Bridget is having no power to refuse.
I get it, but what does this have to do with me?
Professor was asking this of me. I was told, if I am going to a faraway place, to be taking Bernie with me, since she is hiding away.
What? Professor? What did I do to deserve this? I know I'm a recluse, but I do go out on missions once in a while. Tyranny! Abuse of power! I have rights!
Bernie, I'm wanting this as well. Please, join me.
Since you put it that way, Petra, I'll think about it. Do you really want me to go, Professor? All right. I'll lend a hand. For everyone's sake.
What is the point of lending a hand? Are you not needing both of them to battle?
What? No, it's a figure of speech. Oh, don't make me imagine that. Professor, this is bad. The enemy's already here.
In strength, the enemies may be winning, but I am having an idea. I have been hearing that my friends are being imprisoned in the Western Stronghold. We will be taking the Stronghold and releasing our allies. Do not let loose your hope.
What? That side's crawling with enemies! We should go east. Way fewer of them over there. I do this for all of us. Still here.
Let's make this quick. I will not die yet. I'm not there yet.
I will prevail.
Shall we?
Sally forth!
Don't get used to this. It was the least I could do.
gotten stronger, haven't I?
I'll crush them all.
What's my strategy?
Ready when you are.
There's no stopping me.
What's the plan?
Why not?
Did the goddess not mark my effort? Step carefully. Tis no shame in falling before. I'm impressed.
The roar of battle.
That shall do nicely.
All for Lady Rhea.
That's a win for everyone.
It's done.
I'll be home again soon. Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
What's this?
Ah! They're here! I'm not the one you want! I'm innocent!
Everyone's equal in battle.
It was a team effort. Never let your guard down. No time to slow down.
What's the plan?
Ready when you are.
I do this for all of us. I will prevail. Shall we? Sally forward!
I'll crush them all. Can't hold me back. Just let me at 'em.
Why not?
What's my strategy?
Let's make this quick. I will not die yet.
There's no stopping me.
Just be careful. I will not die here. We're ready.
That should pick pretty good, huh?
Relax. You're dead. Keep your expectations in check.
Well, well, well. This little diplomatic errand to Bridget just got interesting. It seems we have some special guests. Capture the road ahead before they reach it.
If they are blocking the road, I will not have the ability to be seeing my grandfather. I must be moving quickly.
keep making progress.
Taking life doesn't faze me.
Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. You will not turn them against us.
No, the time cannot be now. There is so much yet to accomplish.
Proceed carefully.
I must continue my training.
You knew the odds.
I'll never back down.
That's a win for everyone.
Oh, fighting wears me out. It was the least I could do.
Same old, same old.
Forgive me. My battle ends here.
Strength and beauty. What a pair.
Shall we?
Why not?
There's no stopping me.
can do here. Troops, remember your orders. I must withdraw.
It is done. Now I can be meeting my grandfather. We must be moving with haste.
Finally over? Whew. Alright, let's get out of here. This isn't exactly, the ideal environment for a recluse, you know.
I will be speaking with my grandfather. Once he is convinced, I will be returning. Professor, everyone, please be waiting here. Enemies may still be nearby.
Got it. We'll wait right here. And if anyone comes, the professor will handle it. Right, Professor? The vegetation around here is pretty different from the kinds we usually see. It may be no good for a recluse, but the forest does have its own charms, doesn't it? Didn't you know? I love greenery! Especially carnivorous plants. They're my favorite! Yes! They just sit there nice and still and wait for their dinner to come to them! How great is that? And they all look so unique, too! What? Don't you think so? Oh look! Petra's back!
Sorry to be making you wait. I have spoken with him.
It's been a long time since you've seen your grandfather, huh? How'd it go?
As is usual, my grandfather was well and strong. He was saying that he will be supporting us and giving us troops.
That's great! So we did it?
We did. You have my thanks. Ever since we were losing the war to the Empire, Bridget has been viewed as a vassal state. But with Fodlan at war, it is a chance for Bridget to be changing our situation. Our cooperation today is part of that chance. Bridget is wanting equality with Fodlan. We will be working hard to make this happen.
Huh.
Bernie, what is it you are feeling?
You're amazing, Petra. You went all by yourself to a foreign country? You worked hard for your homeland and you achieved your goal. I'm always focused on my own problems and I barely ever get anywhere.
That is not the truth. You were fighting hard for me. You came here to be helping everyone. You were not thinking only of yourself. I am never doubting that you are working hard. We will be working together to keep moving forward to the future.
You really mean it? That's so nice! Shall we?
Sally forth!
Don't get used to this. It was the least I could do.
That shall do nicely.
What's my strategy? Why not?
I'll crush them all.
What's the plan? I sense an improvement.
No, the time cannot be now. There is so much yet to accomplish. I have a house to restore.
Fighting wears me out.
All is going to plan. There is still room for improvement.
That was amazing.
All for our future.
I'm stronger.
I'll try. Shall we? Can't afford to slack off. It was the least I could do.
I came out on top. This time. Guess all the fighting paid off.
I'm stronger. I've learned a thing or two from battle.
Shall we?
What's the plan?
I'll crush them all.
Why not?
Sunshine.
What's my strategy?
I think.
I hardly see any help.
Let's win this already.
We've got your back.
Don't let me down.
Can't afford to slack off.
Let's get things rolling. All for our future. That took too much effort.
I do this for all of us.
There's no stopping me.
Let's make this quick.
Ready when you are.
That certainly isn't satisfying.
Why not?
Sunshine.
I'll crush them all.
I won't fail you.
All is fair in war.
Shall we?
What's my strategy?
Hard work is a friend to count on.
Don't get used to this.
What's the plan?
I'll join too. I know
That's the thing.
I'm stronger than before. For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
Don't bother haunting me.
Intuition's all I need, but this'll help too.
Yeah, I understand now.
Look, Professor, not too shabby, right?
Feeling pretty good about this.
Practice is paying off.
I see.
This'll help keep me alive.
Appreciate it. Ah, shucks. I guess I did it.
Time to celebrate.
Huh, okay. No big deal, really.
Here's your book of fables you lent me, Sedith. It was so interesting to learn all about Saint Indec that I read it cover to cover in one sitting.
Impressive. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's this sticking out between the pages? Is this an illustration?
No, nothing
nothing like that. I must have stuck it in there and forgotten. Just, give it back, please.
Are you certain this was accidental? It quite fits the descriptions in this chapter. Ah, I see. You included an illustration where you thought the visual would be helpful.
No, not at all. I was just fooling around. I have an overactive imagination, and I forgot to take it out before I gave you the book back.
It really is a lovely drawing, you know. Now that I've seen it, the book would feel incomplete without it. But who is this man next to Saint Indek? I can't help but notice he bears a resemblance to me.
Oh, that's Saint Keyhole. The book describes him as one of Saint Indek's closest friends. I got the feeling he was a very serious man, but also really kind. You know, like you. So that probably explains the, resemblance.
I have to say, I never would have expected to be a reference model for Saint Keyhole. What a curious ambivalence.
What about furious violence?
No, what I meant to say is that I am both flattered and a little embarrassed to be portrayed in this way. Perhaps it is because, in my study of him, I feel like I've also become a friend to Saint Indek. Records show that Saint Indek and Saint Keyhole worked together to achieve great things. If possible, I would like it if the two of us could similarly combine our efforts.
What? How do we figure into this?
One might also say that just as I am this book's author, you are now its illustrator. So why don't you do some more illustrations? And color them as well. We'll add them to the book.
You really want me to? I don't know if I'm good enough for something like that.
Not this time!
How about this?
Too slow!
You're mine now!
Not quite.
Why can't I do it?
What's wrong, Caspar? Worn out already? You said you wanted to keep going until you managed to hit me.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Just let me catch my breath. Losing to you over and over again is exhausting.
That's because you rely on sheer power. You're moving around more than you have to, and it's a waste of energy. You need to start using your head, or you'll never even land a blow.
Well, you were taking some pretty big swings yourself, you know.
I have more experience than you. I can use my energy more efficiently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You are the famous Thunder Catherine, after all. Wait, I just realized something. I get to train with the legendary wielder of Thunderbrand.
Why is that just occurring to you?
I guess it didn't really sink in until now. I'm training with someone I've always looked up to. You're a legend. Everyone knew about the power of Thunderbrand, even in the Empire.
Stop. I'm not nearly that impressive.
But you are. When I was younger, my friends and I would fight over who got to pretend to use Thunderbrand whenever we would play.
If they actually saw me fighting, I doubt that game would be very popular. I will cut down anyone, even a child, for the sake of my mission. On the battlefield, there is no Thunder Catherine. Only a bloodied soldier crawling in the mud, hacking desperately at her enemies.
Sure, but...
I'm not a hero. I fight only for Lady Rhea and the Goddess. What about me is admirable, Is it my deeds? All right then, enough sparring for today?
Yes, that should suffice.
I must say, you've gotten good at seeing through my tricks. I can't mislead you so easily anymore.
I've made it my goal to read your aim and not give away anything through my body language.
But in hand-to-hand combat, your form needs work. On the battlefield, even if you lose your weapon, you can't ever stop fighting. Sink your teeth into their throats, kick them where it hurts. Do whatever it takes to survive.
Have you ever needed to employ such methods?
Not on the battlefield. I've never been in such a dire situation that I needed to. But at the tavern, loads of times. With a well-aimed boot, I've brought many a man to his knees. My point is, you can't hesitate to use dirty tactics. You have to grit your teeth and fight back. War isn't as pretty as it's made out to be in all those poems and songs. Sometimes, even as a knight, You have to do things that you might think are beneath you. You might even have to let innocent bystanders die. Are you prepared for that, Ingrid? Do you really want to be a knight, knowing what it entails?
I'm prepared to do whatever is requested of me. Come what may, I will be a knight who loyally serves my king. Just as you loyally serve Lady Rhea.
You've got me wrong. I'm loyal to the Archbishop, but only up to a point. I'd do anything in the world for Lady Rhea. Except die. If she asked me to die for her, I wouldn't. Does that sound like a contradiction? Very well. That's just who I am.
You're right. It does sound like a contradiction. With all due respect, that isn't very knightly of you. I'm not sure I fully understand.
You will someday. Maybe not for a while, but you will. In the meantime, just don't die, okay?
I'll try my best.
Hi, Cyril. Starting to clean, huh?
Hilda?
Personally, I'm all worn out from carrying water and fodder for the horses. I'm going to rest here a sec.
Whoa, tired? Water? Horses? Are you saying you did work all by yourself?
What else was I supposed to do? You weren't here to help.
Okay, I get it. You did the work because you couldn't find nobody else to do it for you.
I was waiting for you. Because look.
A letter?
I told you I'm always getting letters from my brother. I wrote about you in a couple of mine.
You're talking about me behind my back? Honestly, you're so...
We didn't say anything bad. In fact, Well, listen up. Here's what my brother wrote. Be he Almiran or no, any young man with compassion and good conduct is worthy of respect. Character is what really matters, not the place of one's birth.
Huh, that's pretty nice. Especially since it was from a noble who battles Almirans.
Right? He's a funny one, but for the first time, I really respect him. So thoughtful and tolerant.
That letter makes me happy. A lot of people look down on me just because I'm Almiran. So, you know, it's nice to hear somebody accept me as just another person.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I've accepted you from the start. I mean, you're so helpful. You do everything I ask.
That's not acceptance. That's relying on somebody else to do your work. What you ought to do is be a grown-up who your brother doesn't need to worry about so much.
I'm plenty grown up. I just brought food and water for the horses, all on my own.
Being proud of doing what you're supposed to be doing just means you're lazy the rest of the time. Though, I gotta admit, being relied on is kinda nice.
In that case, from now on, I'll rely on you even more. Let's see. First, I need you to...
Well, time to get back to work.
Hey, hold up!
I'm getting the hang of this.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
I suppose it's working.
I'm almost tired of learning new things.
Care to share your thoughts, Professor? Oh, this is my favorite tea. Do you, have sugar? Lots, please. I am grateful. This is delicious. That tea was delicious. In
invite me again sometime. See ya!
In response to the Resistance Army's plea, Judith has agreed to provide soldiers. To meet up with the reinforcements, the Resistance Army sets out for Aiellel, the Valley of Torment. Unbeknownst to them, something else awaits them there.
I'm overheated and have changed my mind. I'd like to return to my cozy bed now.
It is said that this land was born of the goddess's wrath. There was an immense battle here long ago. To end it, she set the entire valley aflame. Of course, there is no record of this. Some theorize this was done by another and then blamed on the goddess.
My head is being defeated by this heat. I think I am seeing visions. There, within the mountains. A shadow.
That's just the... Whoa. I see it too.
It appears to be a military force, but in a different location than the one we agreed to. They are dressed like kingdom soldiers. They fooled us.
Damn. I thought we had disposed of all the spies. They carry the flag of House Row. They've joined the Empire then. To think they'd travel all this way.
Are you ready to confront them, Professor? Yes. Must defeat them quickly. Locate Judith's army. They have chosen the Valley of Torment for this battle. And so we shall send them to the flames of eternity.
The Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
That lion banner. It seems Gwendol is the one leading the troops of House Row. He is an experienced general, renowned throughout Fargus. Let us hold nothing back. This is Aiellel, the Valley of Torment. Expect this smoke and fire to assail us at every turn. Touching the flames of torment will get you worse than a scorching. Proceed carefully.
Let's make this quick.
Ready when you are.
I'll crush them all.
I do this for all of us.
What's the plan?
Shall we?
Why not?
Sunshine.
What's my strategy?
The Crest of Flames! Ha! Quite full of themselves, aren't they?
Just as I thought. The Professor's army. But it's too late to back out now. In Lenato's place, I have to do my duty. Forgive me, but as Lenato's son, I have a duty. I know this is it, but I don't want to die.
Old habits die hard. If only progress didn't require so much work.
get used to this. We still have a long way to go.
Try to play my part.
Let's win this already.
As you wish. Only I shall know how you died here.
Lost that one.
This is it. It is over now.
Fighting is what I do.
I came out on top. This time.
Invigorating.
Let's go. All for our future.
There's no turning back now. I fully grasped this topic.
No time to slow down. Let's make this quick. I will not die yet.
Ready when you are.
I'm stronger than before.
I aspire to be my best. Shall we? Never let your guard down.
What's the plan?
What's my strategy?
I'll crush them all.
Why not?
I do this for all of us.
Don't bother haunting me.
Wow, amazing!
The situation is dire.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
That was quite a predicament, but now we can see to the objective we had in mind.
To think we'd get into a scrap here, of all places. We're lucky we all made it out alive. Well, that's ancient history. So you're that professor everyone talks about. You're just as Claude described. You used to teach at the Officers' Academy 5 years back, right? I guess you didn't teach Claude, though. He asked me to help you because you seemed trustworthy.
Claude of the Alliance? How did he learn of our plans? We can't underestimate someone like him. There is a reason they call him the Master Tactician.
That's right. I have a letter from him as well. It's up to you to decide how to use it.
That is yours, Professor. Please tell me what it says when you see fit.
Okay, let's wrap up this handoff of soldiers. Not that I suspect you of anything, but I must warn you that these are very important soldiers for my territory. Don't treat them like expendable equipment. Oh, by the way, I have some important information. A witness saw Lady Rhea being dragged off by the Imperial Army after the battle 5 years ago.
Are you sure?
One of my own saw it happen. I'm certain.
So we were right in our decision to fight against the Empire.
Thank you for the information. We will rescue her at all costs. Now that we have reinforcements, it is time to advance against the Empire. And yet, we do not have enough troops to face our enemy's main army head-on. We have no choice but to use our small numbers wisely, by taking over key locations as we blaze our way to the Imperial capital. Do not indulge in being overly optimistic. It could be our ruin. As you know, the Ogma Mountains lie south of Garreg Mach, towards the Empire. In order to enter Empire territory, we must travel around those mountains. There are 2 possible routes: through the Kingdom to the west, and through the Alliance to the east. The western half of the Kingdom is under the Empire's control. It may be too dangerous to pass through there. I suggest we take the eastern route, for safety. There are lords in the Alliance who support the Empire, but they are at least not completely under their control. Furthermore, you hold a key to the Empire within your grasp. This is no time for tomfoolery. I am referring to the letter from Claude.
Hey there, Teach. It's been a while, hasn't it? I never dared to imagine you might still be alive. Wonders never cease. I don't know exactly why, but I feel that I can trust you. So I'm going to do just that. To that end, I propose an exchange. You're intending to invade the Empire. That much is clear. And that means your only option is to pass through the east. You'll have to cross the Aramid River, which runs along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. That means you'll need to gain control of the Great Bridge of Murden, the one closest to Garreg Mach. It just so happens my family, House Regan, is in conflict with House Gloucester right now. It would be easy enough for us to eliminate them, but I would prefer that we settle things without it coming to that. Do you see where I'm going with this? We'll act as a distraction and draw House Gloucester away from there. That will allow you to cross through their territory and take the Great Bridge of Murden. After you take the bridge from the Imperial Army, House Gloucester won't be able to receive their aid. You'll get to cross Murden without any trouble, and I'll be able to maintain stability in the Alliance. Not a bad deal, eh? I hope to hear from you soon. Be well, Teach.
The Master Tactician indeed. Somehow, he is already aware of our plan. The conditions are not bad. All is as he says it is. If we take the Great Bridge of Myrddin, and House Gloucester bows down to House Regan, the route from the monastery to the Empire will be much safer for our forces. It seems you are decided. We will send our answer at once.